Rotary Club of Madras is one of the oldest Rotaries in the country. And then, of course, when I met both Jayashree ji and I had the pleasure of meeting Mr. Rama right now, I thought back in time and I said, is it worth the effort in election time of being in Karnataka and Bangalore, going to Chennai just to speak to maybe a bunch of elitist, acknowledged in a sense by society for who they are, but of course, is it worth going for this microscopic minority all the way to Chennai? And I'm so glad I came. So Vanakkam to all of you. I'm glad because the curtain raiser and the story of Sharmila, the story of these lovely seamstresses, there, please stand, you made my day. The first comment she made, and she made my day. You know, I design sarees and I stitch too, so a lot of good wishes to all of you all. And I would want to say that for a woman, irrespective of who she is, which strata of society, moment you're financially independent and empowered, you automatically gain the respect of every man in your household and every woman in the family too. So I'd like to compliment Rotary Club of Madras, Rotary Club of Madras East, and I'm looking forward to seeing who this Rotary next gen is. Who is the next gen? Okay. So well, let me start by telling you very briefly a little bit about myself, because that will set the tone, and then I am not addicted to the mic like other politicians. So I promise you it will be more interactive and it will be question answers, because that's where I feel you can truly get to know the person and you can truly get to know the emotion. So I have been a fashion designer for 32 years now, and with pride I say I'm passionate about the sari. I believe that the sari should be an option to the cocktail gown, not just in India, but on the international platform as well. I entered politics 20 years ago, and for the press sitting here, I chose the Bharatiya Janata Party, which may not necessarily be that popular in Tamil Nadu, but it is in the rest of the country.
Not yet.
I am a student of political science and law, and when I joined the fashion industry, I remember back in the day my mother was part of this big brand and this big boutique called the Golden Thimble, and I used to tell her, fashion is a business of dumb bimbos. It's going to be the last of my choices. When I started working at 18, I earned a lot of money. I made a lot of name, fame, etc. through fashion, and I didn't realize I had this magic in my hands to drape a sari in 7-10 seconds sometimes and just innovate with 6 yards of fabric. And then suddenly fashion became my profession, a profession that I got everything from. But deep down, I always wanted to enter politics. My father, late Padma Shri Nana Chudasama, for both those of you who know Mumbai, wrote the banners on Marine Drive. And he always called himself a legitimate voice of dissent. He belonged to the Swatantra Party back in the day, and he had always groomed me for public life. And those who knew me when I was young used to say that you put her in front of 10,000 people and say, speak in Hindi, Marathi, English, Gujarati, and she'll speak. Soon I'll learn Tamil too. And considering the amount, Gautam, you all are inviting me to Chennai, maybe the next time the opening statement will be in Tamil. And I know how important language is here, so that's why I say that. Anyway, joined the BJP, fought my first election, lost that election, was dismissed totally. I remember my senior leaders in the party said, "Ye to sari pehnati hai, isko rajniti ke baare mein kya pata?" To translate it, this girl only drapes saris, what does she know about politics? And I thought to myself, hang on man, I'm here to stay and you'll be out before me. Went on to become the secretary, the spokesperson, the national executive, the national spokesperson, and then I was appointed the only woman treasurer the party has ever had. And that too of the state of Maharashtra. Now with that, hold the claps, because if you go into rewind, moment a woman is in a powerful position, she's as fast as possible. The reality of politics is it is a male club. It is a male-dominated field where a woman is welcome up until she's the vase in the background. Moment she becomes the center table, then the problems start. So this is the harsh reality of Indian politics across the board. Having said that, the BJP is a party with a difference because organizationally we have 33% reservation for women irrespective. So if you are in the party, you have to be part of the organization at least. I have been one of those who has been openly speaking about 33% reservation and saying that, in a country like India, where we have only 14.6% women in parliament, it's almost an apology of a situation. People ask me that why is it so? And if you look world over, there are 140 countries that are ahead of us, and the average of women in public life or women in politics, in parliament, in countries of their own, if you take an average world over, it's 24.6%. So we have a long way to go. I do believe this Prime Minister, our Prime Minister, has his heart in the right place. It's not just about Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, or Ladli Lakshmi Yojana, or Mudra banking that impacts women, or the kind of Jan Dhan facilities which are at par with everyone. But it is stories like Sharmila which actually come out, and which come out in all parts of the country. Having said that, is that enough? Probably not yet. We need to have a change of mindset. We need to have a change of the way the male counterpart views us in public life. We need to have a change of way our own family system and structure views women in politics. I mean, we come from accomplished backgrounds. I have a Bora Muslim mother, a Rajput father from Saurashtra, Gujarat, a husband who's a Marwari Jain from Rajasthan. So I've got Hindu Muslim Jain, feeling that is India. But that is not. My husband jokes with me and tells me that if you were a Dhangar, an OBC, a scheduled caste, a scheduled tribe, a Dalit, you'd be far more successful than what you are. So that is the harsh reality. We need to move beyond that. We need to realize that there is a competency that women have, and it is a way to give back to society. For me, politics is my way of giving back, rather than just sitting on the fence and criticizing systems, criticizing ideologies, going on about what's wrong. Let's make everything right, and that can only happen if you take the plunge. It could be through social service, as what Rotary is doing. And by the way, my first exchange scholarship was on Rotary. So I know Rotary inside out. And it could be through social work, it could be through active politics, or it could be through organizational politics.